Breaker, breaker. This is the cab keeper. Can anybody out there hear me? Oh, hello, kitties. It's your old pal, the cab keeper, and welcome to this very special edition of Truck Tales. But this Halloween special will be called Tales from the Cab. Now, before we begin today's terrifying tale, allow me to introduce to you all some special friends of mine. Here we have my good friend, Cousin Scully. You better watch it, or else I'll have a bone to pick with you. Now, Cousin Scully, since you're here, how about you hang with us and another friend of mine? I've gotta hand it to you. He's always been a very special friend of mine. In fact, he's always been my right-hand man. Say hello to Hans. Now that you've met my special friends, on with today's story.
All right, today, here on this very special episode of Truck Tales, and I will say, it is going to be the season finale of Truck Tales. It's been very fun, so I wanted to end it with a very special one right here with this Halloween special. Now, today, I am going to tell you all the story about how me, my mother, my stepfather, my sister, and her husband, my brother-in-law, went to this very, very lame haunted house. And it was somewhere out of town, and I'm not sure where it was, but here goes. It all started about, I'd say, a good 6 years ago. Me and my family were gonna go to our first haunted house. And I've never been to a haunted house in my life until that year. We go there, and I paid for everybody's ticket, you know, being not good person that I am. You know, I bought everybody's ticket, and we wait in line for our turn. Then finally, when we got inside, we were in there with this other family. We get greeted by this weirdo trying to be scary. He's like leaning over the little chain and everything, trying to scare everybody, talking all weird, trying to tell us all the scary things about this haunted house of theirs. After that, we go inside, and I was like the last person. I was like behind the entire group, and I look over, and here we got some clowns, people in some clown masks right behind me, and I'm like, oh God, here it comes. My sister is going to freak, because we all know, well, not we all know, but around here, we all know my sister's terrified of clowns. Alright, we go inside this thing, and I gotta tell you, this haunted house is really, really lame. Because it ain't nothing but people in clown masks, Michael Myers masks, and Jason masks, and it was just weird. But it didn't get lame after that. At one point inside the haunted house, me and my family, we did actually get lost in there. we went through this maze, and it was like a tunnel, and right around there we hit a dead end, and we didn't know what happened, and our guide just basically ditched us inside that haunted house, you know. And so it got to a point when we were at the dead end, me and my brother-in-law, we began banging on the walls to see if a door would open. That's right, folks. That's right. And then at one point, it got so dark in there that we couldn't even see our hands in front of our own faces, because we're trying to desperately get out of there. And then nobody wanted to lead the way, and so I volunteered to lead the way. And we're all like walking together hand in hand and everything, trying to make sure we don't lose one another. And then as soon as I begin to walk and lead, I'm feeling something right in front of me. I felt something right in front of me, and people are like telling me, "Brian, go," and I'm like, "I can't. There's something in front of me." A light turns on, and I'm face to face with a guy in a Michael Myers mask. And I yell, "Oh crap!" And we pass him, and we're just desperately trying to get out of this place, because my sister, you know, she's freaking out. And during that little haunted house, it didn't get lame. It actually was pretty cool. There was actually one little cool thing in there, where there was like a guy dressed up like a gargoyle monster, and it was just so cool. He like was posing like a statue, and then out of nowhere he just runs at you and everything. But then when we finally reach the exit, we get chased by a man in a monkey suit wielding a chainsaw. I know, right? A man in a monkey suit wielding a chainsaw. It was just silly. And after the haunted house, we went on a hayride, which was actually pretty fun, because it was just nice and it was a little peaceful at first. But then when people started jumping out of the fields and getting on the little hayride, and they get in your faces and everything, my sister, whew, she didn't take that as fun. And at the very beginning of the ride, we're all, you know, kind of afraid who was gonna pop out and get on the hayride. I'm sitting like this, right? I'm sitting like this, and a twig touches my arm and everything, and I jump, and I kind of scream a little bit, and everybody on there just starts laughing and everything. But the people on the hayride, we had like people in clown masks, wolf masks, jumping on the hay, on the little hay thing while it was moving, and they would like get in your face and everything and try to scare you and everything. Yeah. And I thought it was gonna be a peaceful hayride, but I didn't know about the monsters getting on there and scaring you. Yeah. But that is the story about the time me and my family went to a lame haunted house one year. And that brings me to the question of the day. Have you ever been to a haunted house during this time of year? And if so, let me know by leaving me a comment below. Well, everybody, I believe that about does it for this story, this Halloween special of Truck Tales. It's been very fun. And to everybody, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, whatever. And I hope you've all enjoyed watching, and have a happy and safe Halloween this year, please. Don't eat too much candy. And I will see you next week. Oh, actually, I will see you next season. Same time, same 20. Over and out.
See ya.
Well. Well, now that Truck Tales is over, I wonder what I can do next. Maybe I'll do some more Brian monologues. To be or not to be? That is the question.